Hello everyone, and welcome to a very late Friday with Fiona because it's Saturday, and thank you for your patience and understanding. Yesterday was a bit traumatic to say the least with the wasp situation. Anyway, the pest control guy came. Apparently we did have a huge nest. I didn't really want to know how big it was, but anyway, I keep finding dead wasps now, but anyway, that's another story. Let's not go there. So thank you for joining me. If you're around, please pop on and say hi, tell me where you're from, and if you're watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. And also I'd love to hear where you're from. Right, let's get rid of my face, and hopefully that's it. Okay, so this is the Poppy Moments class to go. So there's 2 cards and a gift card holder. I think I might have put on the, well, certainly in my email, I said this came out, I think, in spring 2020 when we just got into our first lockdown. And there was some amazing papers with it. And I think I focused more on the papers than on the dies. So I got it out because it's Remembrance Sunday, 2 weeks tomorrow, 2 weeks tomorrow, the 11th. And I don't know, I just felt I wanted to do something with it. And then once I got it out, I think it's just stunning. I have a couple of extra cards to show you, which I'll post in the next few days. And one of them doesn't have any red on them. So it's just to kind of show you the diversity of it. So this one is going to be card number 1, card number 2, and then the gift card holder. And as I said, I just absolutely love them. So let's get started. You can get everything to do. Start again. If you spend £35 in my online store, I will send you everything to make 2 each of these. So you get stuff to make 6. So that would be 4 cards and 2 gift card holders. And I will die cut everything for you. There aren't any, well, that one's got sentiments stamped on it, but that's kind of just to show you. I can't send you any sentiments anyway, as per Stampin' Up policy, and everything else is die cut. So you will get everything. You'll get the cardstock, the die cuts, the poppies, the leaves, the designer series paper, everything. But please use this host code so that I know that you want the make and takes. Okay, so let's get these out of the way. I've got my box here, so I've got everything ready to speed it up. And this is Poppy Parade. Now, I always tend to use, certainly for Christmas, Real Red or Cherry Cobbler, and I really haven't used Poppy Parade at all. But it's stunning, especially for the poppies. So I've got a standard card base, and then I've cut down a piece of basic white, and I've run that through the Art Gallery embossing folder. Can you see that? It's absolutely gorgeous. So we're just going to pop that onto, let's move that back a bit, hopefully you can still see it. Now I actually replaced my Seal Plus today, so it wouldn't run out. Now you can either have, well, in fact they're both embossed. I was going to say debossed, but they're both embossed. So I'm just going to pop some Seal Plus on there, and then that will be just to give it, it really makes the poppies pop. And I've cut it down. If you spend £35 in my store, not only do you get the make and takes, but you get a full written tutorial and a link to the video, because I will have all the measurements on there. Then I have die cut. This is actually from the artistic set. And as you can see, there's lots of itty bits in there. Now I'm hoping when I pull the back off, because I've got adhesive sheets on it, when I pull the back off, the little bits should all come out. Famous last words, but hey ho, let's give it a try. Somewhere I've got my, oh there it is, my silicone mat, so I might just pop that underneath, because there's going to be a bit of a mess with this one. You can either start at the top or start at the bottom, but you just need to be gentle when you pull it off, because I've done this in the, oh gosh, what is it called? It's not regular gold foil. Is it distressed? Yeah, the distressed gold specialty paper. So it's actually thinner than foil, so you don't you don't want to pull it too hard. I'm just going to make sure the sound's turned up. Okay, so let's see if we can get that. And it takes all the little bits and pieces with it. It's taking a lot with it. I may still have the odd one or two to get out. But these adhesive sheets are just an absolute godsend. They really do make sticking down, particularly fine like this, is really, really straightforward. I mean, trying to put Tombow glue or something on this is just a nightmare. I think this is probably the hardest bit of this card. Now, I think I've cut everything out, but just in case I haven't, I have got my mini stamp and cut and emboss machine at the ready. You can see these gold bits going everywhere. And the adhesive is sticking to me because it's so long, it's really difficult to get it off in one go. There we go. Now I have got a lot of them off, but there are still a few. So let's, I don't want that sticking to my card. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it down, and then I will use the pierced tip to get the extra bits out. And I'm going to put it at a slight angle, and I'm not going to push that one down because that one is actually going to go over a poppy. Right, there's none in there, it's just a few in here. Now there is a dye brush that goes with this, but I did think that the adhesive sheets would pull it all off. And then these last couple, there we go. But this distressed gold paper is just stunning, absolutely stunning. I don't think video does it justice really. So if I can get that out. There we go. And that one there. I'm probably going to find these falling off my jumper all afternoon. Okay, now I've kept that one up. I'm not going to try and get those out just yet because I want to layer my poppy. Let's get that off the host code so you can see that. Okay. Just going to see if there's anybody saying hi. Right. So then I've cut the big poppy, and that's just like one piece, and the same with the little piece in Poppy Parade. And then the distressed gold, which I did on that one, I found was a bit too flimsy for the poppy. So I've actually done it in the 6x6 pack of gold and rose gold, just to make it a little bit sturdier. Again, it's got adhesive sheet on the back, so it should come away nice and easily. Famous last words. There we go. So how's everybody's week been? I've had a bit of a traumatic week, to say the least, so culminating with the wasp yesterday. But for those of you that don't know, I'm my husband's carer, and he's had a bit of a bad week. So if he's having a bad week, I'm having a bad week. And yeah, I'll be glad when this week's over, nearly over. Hopefully it's going to finish this evening with, because I always consider Sunday day one. I think that goes back to, I don't know. No, actually Sunday's day 7, isn't it? It's Monday's day 1. Yeah, hopefully having a Zoom call with my eldest granddaughter today, so that will be a lovely finish to the day. And I'm just trying to get these petals out, but it is very sticky. On the positive side, that's good because you know it's going to stick to your card, but it is tricky getting them out. I've already done the little one, But I just, I mean, the dies are fabulous. They really are. They do all the hard work for you. I mean, imagine trying to fussy cut this. It'd be horrendous. I mean, you could put it down with all the petals, but I actually want the poppy colour to show. So sticking to me like there's no tomorrow. At the end, as you get the full bit, sort of like the matting bit, and then you get these intricate ones, and then you even get like the center of the flower. So, but you will see that in a second when I put all this together. Nearly there. I think I just pulled a bit of gold off, but I have to make sure I hide that with my poppy. There we go. One bit more to go. This last bit does not want to come out. There we go. So the problem is with the distressed one, the distressed paper, because it's so thin, it would have ripped by now, whereas this is thicker. So it can take a little bit of wear and tear. Famous last words. Whoa. Okay, that just broke, but I can stick that back. Right, so let's get my, and then you can work out from the pattern. So I've got these two little bumps here. They should fit. Yes, they do. So I'm just going to pop it down onto the desk because it's easier to layer it. And the gold goes around the edge. So that bit there has ripped, but that's okay because once it's stuck down, you shouldn't notice. But there was a bit where the gold has actually come off with the adhesive sheet. So that's the bit I need to tuck under my leaf. Just there, can you see that? It's a bit, just showing a bit white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that, oh, dimensionals. Get my dimensionals out. Oh, for goodness sake. I think I've got to use my tweezers for that. It's I have arthritis in my hands, and so I need things to be easy to lift, not hard. There we go. Just need to get the backs off these now. And one of the sentiments in the stamp set is always remember, but there's with sympathy, there's happy birthday. So, you know, you can kind of really get it to, you know, whatever you want it for. And I just need that white bit to be covered up. So there we go. Let's pop that. Ah, I hadn't realised. I thought it was that one. That one's not going to show. It's this one that's going to go over the top. Got some gold stuck underneath. It just shows how strong these adhesive sheets are, which is great. I've got some more coming on my next order because I'm kind of using it all the time at the moment. Yeah, so my leaf is now covering that bit of white. Okay, oh, that's not for that stamp. That's for a different one. I think that's come out of an envelope somewhere. And then these are the bits I was talking about. So the full circle for the middle of that one and the half circle. So now I've already got all the bits out of the middle of this, so this should be a lot easier, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. And again, you just kind of line it up with the edges. Find a couple of distinctive edges and line it up. Whoops, let's go put that down again as well. Let's get that little bit out there. Nope, that doesn't want to come. Let's get my pokey tool. Now I'm actually going to leave that. I think the dye hasn't gone through it quite firmly enough. And then that's just going to go at an angle there with this. Now there's not much adhesive on this one, so I might need to pop a little bit of something on it just to make sure it sticks down. There we go, like that. And then that's going to go under there. Whoops. A bit sticking to the back. Let's get those off. And of course, whenever you're doing anything on video, it's always worse. There we go. Okay. Oh, I had some gold there. So let's get my gold. I didn't think I had a bow on it, but I have. So let's just do a little bow, very little bow. This is the Simply Elegant trim, and you get a roll of gold and a roll of silver. That's a bit big. Way too big. Whoops. And then I'm just going to, now what I'm going to do, because that's really wanting to curl, I'm just going to get my bone fold on and just pull it, and it should straighten it. There we go. And I just want a glue dot. So I'm just going to roll the glue dot up. Pop that where the knot is. And pop that there. And then I'll trim. That's a little bit long. Okay, and there is card number 1. I just love them. Oh, I didn't take the backing off, that's why I had it stuck down. There we go. Let's I think that almost looks like a smiley face to me. Different to that one. Okay, card number 1. Right, let's crack on to card number 2. I've got gold bits stuck to me everywhere from that. Okay, card number 2 is this one. This is where the white leaves come into it, and this is seems to be all the rage at the moment. It's called a book fold. So you've got this strip here. So I think I've got everything ready. That might even be spare. When I was going through getting things ready, there was a load of stuff. Well, I was missing a white one, and that's obviously because it was in the wrong envelope. Okay, let's get rid of this rubbish. There we go. Still got gold things sticking to me. Right, okay. So that's a spare leaf should I need it. And that's the card we're making. So it's a standard card base, and then I've scored it again in, it's about 1 inch, so about 2.5 centimetres. So I'm just going to fold that back and get a really good crease with my bone folder. Okay, and then we have this strip of designer series paper. So this is actually Sweet Sorbet. It's not Poppy Parade. I don't know if you can see a difference in the shade. It's a little bit more pink, but still attractive. So this is the In Colour designer series paper. One side is plaid, one side is polka dots. So I decided to go with polka dots for my big bit and plaid for my little bit. So what we want to do first is to stick this down, because we need to wrap our ribbon round and then stick that flap down. So it's just going in between the score lines with a little frame of Poppy Parade. Sorry, not Poppy Parade, Sweet Sorbet. And then this is the In Colour. I mean, I think they're calling it ribbon, but it's kind of more like, I don't know if they are calling it ribbon actually. Yeah, metallic woven ribbon. It's more like twine really. So I'm just going to wrap that round inside, and then that's going to go under this flap here. And I'm going to tie that in a bow. So my bow is kind of in the centre. And let's see if I can do this on camera, because tying a bow on camera is not easy. Fingers crossed I can do it first time. Yes, excellent. It's a little bit loose, but that's okay, because we're going to be gluing the inside, and that will give it a bit more. So now what I'm going to do, open that, and I'm just going to pop some Seal Plus in here. And pull the ribbon tight on the inside. And then fold that down. So now we have our book fold. And I'm going to pop my polka dot piece on the front. And then I have a stitched rectangle square from the Stylish Shapes, which I'm going to use dimensionals. and pop that in the center. Kind of do that by counting the polka dots on either side. Okay, let's just get rid of those. And then, so this is the In Colour Glimmer paper. And I've done the same thing. I've done the base layer and then the intricate die. Also using the acetate sheets. So let's hope I can get this off a bit easier this time. I've taken the middle bits out already, so you won't have to sit and watch me do that. But I wanted you to see kind of how it worked. Yeah, that's coming off much easier. Yep. And then same thing, I'm just going to line it up. Now on my example, the first one, the base layer was much lighter, so you kind of you could see the contrast. On this one, they're much more similar, so it's kind of an ombre effect on the sheet. They're 6x6 and one side's really light and one side's really dark. And then I've got my little center. Pokey tool for this one. And then that's going to go in the center. So there's two sorts. There's the one that I kind of consider the smiley face, and then there's this one. Okay, so I'm better moving out of the way now. And then I'm going to layer that with dimensionals as well. And then do my leaves. These are so staticky, they don't want to come off. There we go. Right. So then the leaves, you have the very thin spiny bits and then the thicker, and then you just glue them. I'm not sure if I've put, yeah, I have actually, adhesive sheets on the back. So I haven't done it on the bigger one because that's going to go on with a bit of glue. Let's try and get this off. And then you just line them up on the edge. That's one. It's got a little bit of a mark on it. Let's get that off with your teeth. There we go. Right, so there we go. And then what I've done, just tucked them under there. Might actually have trimmed it off a bit, I think. go. So I'm just going to put a bit of wet glue on the bottom bits and then tuck them under the poppy. Actually, that's got adhesive sheet on as well by the looks of it. Yes, it has. So I don't need the glue, I can just tuck that under. No, still too much. Gosh, it's so mild. Got the window open and I'm still hot. Might tuck that under there. Okay. And then I'll pop a mini dimensional under that one. And then this one, hasn't got any adhesive sheet on. Oops. And then I'm going to get my mini dimensionals. And just pop them to kind of prop them up really. So under there. And under there. That's that one. And then this one. Under there. And under there. Okay, voila. And then they haven't got any sentiments on them, so you can choose which sentiments you want. So that's card 2. Right, now the third one is, I think probably my favourite. It's a gift card holder, and I actually got this design in a swap when the annual catalogue came out, so back in May, June time, from a lady in Arizona. And I've been meaning to do so. I loved it so much. It's from the seasonal labels, which are currently in a mini catalogue. So you basically, it's this label die is what you use. I'll just get mine out to show you. So I've already made a couple because I love them so much. Oh, that's the spare eyes. So it's the big label, which I've done in Poppy Parade. And then this one is Sahara Sand. So I've cut the whole label and then just cut it in half. Now, interestingly, what I found is that the top and the bottoms are different. So you need to make sure you get the right end to layer. So this time I thought, this is Sweet Sorbet and this is Craft Card, and I ran it through one of the mini embossing folders. I think it's the Wintry, and this is the Fern. Can you see that? I'm not sure if you're really getting to see the pattern on it. That's better. Here we go. So what you do, and this is, you just need a very, very thin strip of glue. I'm just going to work out where it's going up to. And last time I did it on the bit that I'm adding. This time I'm going to do it on the actual card base because I want to do it really close to the edge. I've just marked it where I can go up to. So I'm just going to follow the edge around. Now this bit, obviously your card's going to come down to about here, so you don't need to worry so much about the bottom bit. But again, when I'm going up the sides, I just really need it right at the edge. Okay. And then I'm going to very gently lay that down. And this one you have got an embossed and a debossed side. So I'm going to have my embossed side up. And I'm just going to lay it down very gently at the sides. As I said, the bottom doesn't matter so much because your card is going to go. That's just a piece of white card I've cut and I've put a Dymo label on it, and then your gift card will sit in there. So I think I have got a Starbucks card here actually. Let's see what that looks like in it. So it's a bit bigger, and it will stick out at the top, but that's okay. There we go. So that's the base done. And then this one I did a big poppy, and I then did another one with a small, yeah, this is the one I've already done with the small poppy. And of the two, I think I like the small poppy better. This is kind of a bit overpowering given the size of the label. So again, I've done this in Poppy Parade, and then I've done this in the gold, the thicker gold, and that comes off straight away this time. Excellent. Just lay that down with the adhesive sheet on it. And I just need my half a, I don't know what you call them, half a black blob, basically. There we go. And that has also got adhesive sheets on it. This is why I've gone through so many adhesive sheets. Okay, and then that just fits on there. In fact, it's even got a curve where that curve is there. There we go, to sit on there. And then I've layered that with, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a curve with my bone folder, just to kind of make it pop a little bit. Obviously when you send it, it's going to go flat. And just pop a couple of dimensionals. So I've left this bit empty because that's going to stick up over the top. So you don't want that sticking to your gift card. And then this is the In Colour Glimmer paper. And this is the Parakeet Party. Yeah, Parakeet Party. So I don't know, because I said to you it's ombre. So that I've cut a lighter bit and that's the darker bit. And on same on that one. So I'm just going to get this adhesive sheet. Oh, don't know why that didn't come off. There we go. And like the white leaves, they just sit on the edge. And then I'm just going to tuck that under. Well, I've put a dimensional right where I want it to tuck under, so I'm just going to see if I can lift that up. And tuck that under, and then I'll just pop a bit of glue under there to stick that down. And there's your gift card holder. So I personally prefer the smaller poppy. I just think that's a bit overpowering and there's no room for the leaves. So if you spend £35 in my store, you will get the small poppy to make that. So let's just recap on the three. So that was card number 2, which is the book fold, and card number 1. There you go. So I hope you like those. I will be back next week. I have planned out what I'm doing for the next few weeks. Let's have a look and see what next week is. Next week is the 4th of November, is the Lights Aglow. So I did that for my Club Create for October, and I've got a few more designs on that. So there's the host code, that one there, and those are the make and takes that you'll get. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a lovely rest of the weekend and a good week, and I will be back on Friday next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.